A brand new PlayStation Store sale has just kicked off and we've got the full rundown of it. It's a brand new sale highlighting games under the price of $10. So being that they're games under $10, not a ton of high-key recent releases available as a part of this sale. However, if you want to round out your library of PlayStation 4 games, get some great games to play over your summer break and get them at a great price, this sale is definitely going to be for you. So I'll give you guys the full rundown on that. Alright, so first up, this sale is quite good. The PlayStation Store's flash sale of deals under $10. It just kicked off today and it will be ending on June 24th at 8 a.m. Pacific time, so not a ton of time to take advantage of the deals, but there are quite a few good deals available, so I want to take you guys through it. We're probably going to do an in-depth video taking a look at a lot of the deals since the sale just went live, and I want to go through it rather quickly here. Amnesia Collection from its regular $30 price point is down to $9. That includes Amnesia: The Dark Descent as well as Machine for Pigs. That's pretty good. I didn't think Machine for Pigs was quite as good as The Dark Descent, but Dark Descent is one of the most iconic horror games of all time. And if you don't have it, you should definitely add that to your library. This was a Plus title a few years ago, I believe, so you guys might have gotten it that way. However, if you missed out on it, then for $9 to get both of the games, that's definitely a good buy. They've got the Assassin's Creed Chronicles titles on sale. I'm not a big fan of those games, but they're pretty interesting 2D Assassin's Creed titles. They're $4 a pop. Not all too bad for those. Banner Saga 1 is down to $9.99. You guys know how I feel about Banner Saga if you've been following this channel. I think it's one of the most criminally underrated RPG franchises ever. I'm really surprised that it hasn't been taken to by more gamers just because it has all of the elements of a great RPG, a great setting. Art style is great, the turn-based strategy combat system is really good, and the story, of course, is rather strong as well. $9.99 might still be a little bit too steep. I would have liked to see this game at $4.99, given that it's been out for so long. This released back in 2014. If it was down to $5 flat, it would be such a great buy. $9.99, I still think it's tremendous, but again, just wish it was a little bit cheaper. A couple of other low-key titles on sale. Black the Fall is down to $7.49. I see Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back, that's down to $4.99. That's pretty cool. You've got Chaos on Deponia down to $3.89, Child of Light down to $4.49. That's a game that I always like to go to bat for, as much as you guys say that these big publishers and publishers like Ubisoft and EA don't put out unique IPs. Child of Light was definitely a unique IP, and I'm sad that more people haven't played it. It looks like we're never going to get a follow-up to the game, but nonetheless, Child of Light was so good, and for $4.49, it's definitely worth a buy. I see Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin down to $9.99. That's pretty good. I don't know generally what price Dark Souls 2 goes down to when it typically goes on sale, but the Dark Souls games in general tend to hold up in price. I mean, Dark Souls 3 released years ago, and it's still going for like $36 when it goes on sale for that complete edition. So Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin for $9.99, I think that's pretty good. I did think Dark Souls 2 was the weakest of this series, but nonetheless, it's still really good, and all the Dark Souls games are rather good. So even me saying it's the weakest of the series, does that really say anything that negative about its quality? Not really. And for $9.99, it's worth a buy. Day of the Tentacle Remastered is down to $2.24. That's pretty good. Dead Rising 1, 2, and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record are all on sale. Those are $5.99 a pop. Those are pretty good. I really dug Off the Record. I think that's the one you should buy if you want to just pick up one of them, but all three of them are worth a buy. And at $6 a pop, you really can't go wrong with that. Dear Esther Landmark Edition is down to $3.99. That's not all too bad. Deponia is down to $3.89. Remember, I did note that Chaos on Deponia is on sale as well. Desert Child down to $9.59. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is down to a measly $4.49. All of the DLC for the game is on sale as well. The season pass is only $3. That's pretty good, but the base game for $4.50 I would say is quite good. This was another game that was a PlayStation Plus offering a while back, so a lot of you guys might have it through that, but again, $4.49 for it is quite good. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition is down to $7.49. I know the DMC franchise has a lot of attention surrounding it right now thanks to the quality of DMC 5. DMC 4 definitely not as good of a game as DMC 5, however, quite a good game in its own right, and $7.49 for it is pretty good. I would give that a recommendation. The Special Edition includes some additional content, so not all too bad. I see Don't Starve Together Console Edition down to $5.99, and then you can get the base Don't Starve game for $4.49. That's not all too bad either. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 is down to $9.99. Okay, I guess that's all right. I wish it was Xenoverse 2, but nonetheless, $9.99 for it isn't that terrible. Earthfall is down to $9.99. Extinction Deluxe Edition is down to $9.99. Might finally be time to check out that game. That game was received pretty poorly when it was released, but now south of $10, it's not all too bad of a buy. And the base game is just $8, so that's not all too bad. I see Fury Definitive Edition down to $6.59. That's definitely a great deal. Fury is a game that does have its fair share of issues. It has a lot of crazy difficulty spikes, but I thought it was a pretty fun game marrying a lot of different genres, and the boss fights in the game are absolutely crazy. And I think it's a game everybody should play. Another title that I do believe was a plus title a while back, but now for $6.59, not a bad buy. Get Even is down to $7.49. I think that's a pretty underrated game. I believe it was developed by Farm 51. Pretty cool game with a lot of suspense, and for $7.49, I think that's a really good buy. $30 typically, but 75% off is a steep discount. God Eater Resurrection is down to $7.99. That's God Eater 1 for those of you guys unaware. I know God Eater 3 just dropped, but that's still holding up in price rather well. I believe recently it was actually down south of $40. But hey, God Eater 1 for $8, that's definitely a good buy. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is down to $9. I think everybody and their mother has played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, unless you are a younger gamer, which in that case, $9 for San Andreas I think is quite good, and you should add it to your library. I do see Hard Reset Redo down to $2. This is a game that I played on PC a while back, and it's a pretty interesting first-person shooter. Definitely not worth that full $20 price point, but down to $2 if you want a pretty decent first-person shooter. $2 and you get Hard Reset Redo. That is quite good. Has Been Heroes down to $7. That definitely isn't bad. Inside is down to $7. Of course, that game is great. Inner Space is down to $5. Just Cause 3 is down to $6 for the base game, and then the XXL edition is down to $9. That's a really good buy as well. Just Cause 4 is, of course, out, but if you guys know me, I usually recommend that if you just want that chaotic, fun, open world, get Just Cause 3 and wait for Just Cause 4 to get even cheaper, because Just Cause 3 in actuality is the better game. If you actually fundamentally assess the game side by side, I would concede that Just Cause 3 is the better game. Just Cause 4 has some fun to be had, but surprisingly, it's more of a step backwards for the Just Cause franchise, which was really depressing and demoralizing for the series. But nonetheless, we're talking about Just Cause 3, and the XXL edition for $9 is quite good. Lichdom Battle Mage is down to $6. I see Life is Strange Complete Season down to $4. Limbo is down to just $2. The Limbo and Inside bundle is down to $9, which didn't we say Inside was down to $6.99 and Limbo's down to $1.99, so are you even saving any money on that? You're not, so figure that one out. The horror game in Little Nightmares is down to $6. That's really good, and if you enjoyed Limbo and you like the stylization of that game, I think you're gonna find a lot of things to enjoy out of Little Nightmares as well. So that's definitely a high recommendation from me. Mafia 3 is down to $9.99. That's really good. Manhunt is down to $8.99. Max Payne down to $8.99. Natural Doctrine, a pretty interesting strategy RPG from back in the day, is down to $7.49. Not all too bad of a deal on that. All of the legacy Naruto titles are on sale. Those are the PlayStation 3 Naruto games: Ultimate Ninja Storm, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, and Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 Full Burst. $9.99 a pop for those. Would have liked to see them at the $7.50 range. I believe we've seen them at that price before, and the entire collection is discounted from time to time. I really did enjoy those games, and as a Naruto fan, I found it really enjoyable going through the single-player components of Storm 2 and Storm 3. The single-player component of Storm 1 isn't all too great, but Storm 2 and Storm 3 are very good, and $9.99 each for those aren't bad. But ideally, I would like to get those a little bit cheaper. I do see Outlast 2, that's down to $7.49. Outlast Bundle of Terror is down to $5.79. Oxenfree is a little bit more expensive than typical. It's up to $6.99. That's still a really good deal for Oxenfree, a game that I'm incredibly high on and I've always recommended. However, typically we've seen it for $5. I don't know why they decided to price it at $7 here, but nonetheless, it is on sale. I see Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness down to $9. That's a pretty interesting game in the Psycho Pass world. Psycho Pass is a great anime, so I would recommend you guys to watch that, and then if you did enjoy that, definitely pick up the game. Very story driven, but it gives you even more insight into the world of Psycho Pass, so I give that a recommendation. Psychonauts, the PlayStation 2 classic, is down to $1.49. That is quite good. Resident Evil Revelations is down to $7.99, while Code Veronica X is down to $7.49. Red Dead Revolver is down to $8.99. Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration. This is one of the hidden deals as a part of the sale. It's down to just $9.59. That is an awesome deal. I believe that's the cheapest we've seen Rise of the Tomb Raider for. Typically, it'll go for like $15 or $12 at the lowest. $9.59 for it is ridiculously good, and Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion, is the best game in the entire series. It has a great story, a sizable amount of content, it plays great, looks great. Can't recommend that one enough, and for $9.59, it's definitely one to check out if you've yet to play it. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition is down to $4.49. Obviously, that's a tremendous deal. I've recommended that several times, and if you've never played Sleeping Dogs, for $4 and change, it is so worth it. SteamWorld Dig is down to $2.99. SteamWorld Dig 2 is down to $9.99. That is the game I would recommend if you are willing to spend a little bit more on a great Metroidvania experience. SteamWorld Dig 1 is great in its own right, but Dig 2 just improved the game so much. It is considerably more expensive, but I think that price does end up paying dividends, so definitely would recommend that. Tacoma is down to $4.99. The Crew is down to $9.89. Trine 2 and Trine 3 are discounted as well. Trine 2 is down to $2.99. Trine 3 is down to $5.49, and then the Trine bundle is also $7.49. That's not all too bad. And I do want to round things out by noting that Verdun is down to $7.99. That was a quick look through on the sale. Honestly, I have to sit down and look through every specific deal, but a lot of great deals are available as a part of this sale, and all of them are under $10, so that is excellent. Again, you're not going to see any marquee recent releases, being the fact that this sale centers around games under the price of $10, but nonetheless, a lot of good deals available. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.